Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Rudeboymitch here, and I want to tell you about an amazing MMO survival game that is coming out. I'm talking about Once Human. This video is sponsored by Juju Energy. If you guys have not gotten your tub of Juju, definitely do, and you can save 10% off with code RUDE when you go to juju.com. Also, if you guys like what you see, definitely please don't forget to hit that follow button and let's smash that thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Let's dive into it. So when starting the game, you'll pick a server, and then as far as that, there'll be multiple servers to choose from. You can choose some that are just PvP, you can choose some that are PvE. You also have the option to make sure that you're not in a server where there's any type of PvP, or you can do the ones that give you like a level 10 grace period to where you don't have to worry about fighting anybody but the AI or bots in manner. But you will start up as far as selecting a character. Once you start that character, you get a pretty decent selection on how you want to look. Once you get through that, you start up to where you get like woken up from more or less it kind of feels like a matrix thing where you're like hooked in and you get wake up and then you don't really know what's going on, but you just get so immersed in this scenery, this story on whatever's happening, why you're around, what the entire basically universe has to bring for you. When it comes to that, you end up getting into a bunch of combat already off the start. The combat is absolutely incredible. I really enjoyed it. It's not very clunky. Your character moves very fluent in terms of rolling one way, rolling the other, dodging. It just feels really great. The one thing also I really enjoyed is when you defeat some of them enemies, you can now use some of the parts of those enemies to attack somebody else, which is very innovative in my point of view because I've never really seen a lot of games use that feature to where you can use it right away. So that's also crazy for an MMO survival type game. So after you get through the tutorial area, you get put into the actual world itself where you have to gather resources and basically worry about your character's health and such as eating, drinking, making sure you have plenty of food, and then the base building mechanics comes in. So you can do everything that pretty much a other survival MMO can do, but to me, it feels a lot more complex on what you can do, which is awesome because you actually get two different areas. You get a tent, and then you get a territory. A territory is a little machine that you can put down, and you can basically make it your central hub. The central hub there, you have to actually keep going, so you have to gather resources to actually keep it up and running, which it's not too taxing, but it's also kind of like a really cool different way to an MMO survival type game. Also, with territories, you can actually move them anywhere you want on the map as long as nobody else is occupying the space of the territory that you want to move. Because again, these servers are filled with quite a few people, so it's hard to actually put your territory where you want. Next thing you'll run into is NPCs. The NPCs in here, the voice acting is actually pretty good. I really enjoyed it. I was invested in whatever these characters had to say. I wanted to know more about their stories and why they would send me on these type of jobs. So it's really good to have an MMO survival game basically have some life in the game itself. Last but not least, the map is absolutely massive. It is huge. Looks like it'd be tons and tons of hours to explore, which is awesome. I also know that there's dungeons in there where you can go in and fight many, many monsters and gather resources and basically fight giant bosses to make your establishments even better and more efficient for you, because of the fact that if you are in a PvP server, you can definitely get attacked or raided. If you're online, they can try to attack your territory, your central hub, and you don't really want to not be prepared for those if you're in a PvP server. But if you're a PvP or PvE server, you can go ahead and tackle these dungeons. You can squad up to 3 players, and fight down some of the hardest bosses in the game, and it's just absolutely a blast to do. And that right there, folks, is the new survival MMO game that is in beta called Once Human. Guys, if you like more content like this, or you want to know more gaming news, or just great entertainment, please, again, don't forget to sub and hit that follow button. And we will see you all next time.